If you've been in horse riding lessons for a little while now and think you're ready to take that next step and either part or full loan a horse of your own, then this video is for you. I'm going to tell you how you can go about finding these horses that are available to loan. I've been part loaning horses on and off for a few years now, and initially I faced the same problem. I knew that I wanted to take the next step towards potentially owning a horse one day, and that part loaning was probably the way forward, but I didn't know where to start. So what I actually did was I built up my confidence a bit first by taking my British Horse Society Stage 1 exams and earning the Complete Horsemanship qualification. This is by no means a necessary step. A lot of people who are part loaning or full loaning don't have this qualification, but what it did for me was ensure that I had the confidence to know, yes, I am ready to start part loaning and to learn more about my horse care journey through practical skills rather than the knowledge that I've now got. And as soon as I was ready, I basically found two methods for finding a part loan, which is either through social media or through word of mouth. Social media has been the thing that I have found most of my loans on, specifically on Facebook. There's a lot of community groups on there related to loaning horses. If you search for the area name that you're in and then add on to the end of the search horses for part loan or horses for loan or horse sale and loan groups, that sort of thing, quite often they're going to crop up. It may not be your specific village or town, it may be your county or, for Northern Ireland, even the whole country wide, but there is probably going to be a group out there. And in these groups there will be adverts coming up where owners are looking for people to loan their horses, and they'll specify things like whether they want a part loaner or a full loaner. These are really great groups for being able to find these horses, but one downside is this is publicly advertised, which means it can be really competitive to try and secure one of these horses. You need to be able to stand out and also usually get your message in quickly enough that the owner will respond to you, and then have the time to go and view the horse before someone else has and has agreed to loan it. You can also use these groups to advertise yourself. So you can say your experience and the type of horse that you are looking for in the loan. And this can be a good way to attract owners' attention, but in my experience, it's not as helpful as looking for adverts that owners are already putting out. Now, this could just be because I live in an area where there are much more people wanting to loan than we have owners who are willing to loan out their horse. So if you live in an area where there are lots of horses around and lots of owners looking for people to part loan or full loan, but not many people who actually are up for doing that, it might be a case where you advertise yourself and instantly have lots of owners going, I would like you to take on my horse. That's not the case where I live, but it's worth a shot where you are. The other way to find a horse is through word of mouth. These are usually much easier to secure because you're going through recommendations. So you usually trust the person who is recommending you, and the owner will usually know that person, and through that connection you can both agree, okay, this is probably a good match. And it also means that there is less competition because this horse is probably not being publicly advertised yet. It's usually just an owner who says maybe to a friend or their yard owner and goes, I'm kind of considering putting my horse up for loan. Do you know anyone who I might be able to talk to about it? And they'll go, yes, I know someone who is looking to loan a horse, puts you in touch, and then you get the contract in place without the horse ever going public. Word of mouth is great because it can come from different places. So you could get it from your riding school instructor or from other people in lessons in your riding school who may know some of the livery yard owners. Or you could get it if you already have a loan and are looking for a different one. So that's the case of how I secured my second loan. My first loan horse was going to be out of work for a long period of time after an injury in the field. And so I put out feelers saying, okay, I will be looking for a different loan in that case so that I can work with a horse. And someone on the same yard said they were considering putting their horse up for loan. And that's how I found that, just through word of mouth within the same yard. There is a third option that I've not personally encountered, but may be an option in your area, which is where riding schools can have programs where they put the lesson horses up for loan 1 or 2 days a week to let someone who is a member of the school experience what it's like partially caring for a horse. So it's sort of like a step between riding school and part loaning, where the riding school itself is still responsible for the day-to-day care of the horse, but they will oversee the loaner in doing those care duties to give you a chance to get the more hands-on experience. Again, I've not really experienced this where I've lived. I haven't seen many advertised, or I've not actually taken part in that myself, but it could be something worth looking into. So ask your local riding schools whether they have that option. And really just utilise the people that you already know. Your riding instructors will know lots of people in the local horse community, so ask them first. Do they know someone who's looking for a loan? Do they know which social media pages are the most popular in your area for advertisements? Because it may not be the same across different areas. And just check in with them whether their school offers the programme of being able to loan out some of the horses that you're already used to riding. That can be a really good step in the care journey. So good luck in finding your loan, and let me know in the comments if you manage to succeed.